In another place, a somewhat familiar woman screams, and other people rush to help her, asking what happened. The woman then replies that there is a dead person right there. The man in question becomes confused and wonders if it might be the university student who rents the second floor and why he is dead there. Another man enters and comments that, judging by his appearance, he received a blow to the head and lost his life. Moreover, noticing the broken flower pots scattered around, they seem to be the murder weapon, which means this is a case of homicide. This leaves everyone in shock, unable to believe it. The younger boy states that he will now go to town to call the police, but his companion asks him not to do it yet, saying they should first wake the coachman, and that if he runs off now, it will already be too late. The woman who found the body questions who in their right mind would do something like this. Then a new person appears, responding that they should be asking something else instead. The atmosphere immediately fills with suspense, until Hyein questions why Yoon never mentioned that friend, leaving the others confused. However, Hyein explains that when she asked him about his university friends, he avoided the topic. She wonders why he did that and whether he simply didn't want to tell her. Hearing this, one of the men approaches her and asks everyone to wait a moment, questioning whether this is really the time to think about that, reminding them that a murder has just occurred. He adds that this is the most interesting part of detective novels and asks if this isn't where most clues appear, urging her to focus. But Hyein replies that she is too curious, so much so that she cannot concentrate on the book. Moreover, from a woman's perspective, that girl was very pretty. This leaves everyone silent, until someone comments that maybe he was cheating on her, which prompts the blonde man to tell him to stop talking nonsense. Then another man appears and suggests that she should ask her boyfriend directly and question what kind of relationship he has with that girl. Hyein agrees, saying he is right and that she should do it. At that moment, another person enters, stating that she probably cannot do that because deep down, she is afraid of seeing that other side. Hyein's companion asks what kind of idea that is, but the blonde man states that the speaker is a detective. The newcomer insists that she must accept the truth, since just as she hides something about long afternoon, her boyfriend might also have a past she does not know about. Hyein becomes thoughtful and says that is not wrong, but admits she worries about whether she should dig deeper, since Yeon's silence might be a wound he wanted to hide. The detective smiles, as if he had proven his point, until Hyein suddenly declares that she really dislikes someone constantly coming and going from Yeon's workplace. She begins to sulk, repeating that she doesn't like it at all, while her friends watch and think she is jealous. After that, Hyein wonders to herself what is wrong with her, and reasons that it's not that she doesn't trust Yeon, but that girl really bothers her. She puts on a new angry expression and tells herself that she wants to be petty. Back in the present, after reading that chapter and asking Yeon to play with her, her boyfriend asks if she is bored. Hyein says yes, but adds that if he doesn't want to, it's not necessary. Yeon replies that it's fine and that they can play, though he wonders what is going on and whether her attitude might be because she met her superior. He reflects on whether she wants to be upset like this and wonders if she is trying to brush it off with a joke. In any case, he decides not to overthink it. Whatever it is, he will have fun. After all, it's just a game. He enthusiastically declares that they will begin. In the first round, Yoon wins, laughing a little. Meanwhile, Hyein looks slightly annoyed but still says it's fine and asks him to hit her. She shows her forehead, and Yoon thinks that she is beautiful and has very fair skin. He wonders what he should do and whether he should hit her gently. Even so, he says to himself that he doesn't want to hurt her. Finally, he gives her a small tap on the forehead. After that, Hyein reflects briefly and wonders if that is really how they are going to play. Yeon, meanwhile, thinks he may not have controlled his strength and quickly apologizes, saying he will be more careful next time. But Hyein complains that he should do it properly, since that is what makes it fun. So they begin another round, which Hyein loses again. She receives another tap as punishment, but that only motivates her, and she declares that she wants one more round. Unfortunately, she loses the third one as well. Yoon asks if they should stop, but his girlfriend says no and insists they keep going until the last train arrives. The young man agrees, though he thinks her competitive spirit is a bit crazy. In the fourth round, Yoon loses, which delights Hain, who immediately laughs and shouts that she won. Her boyfriend, resigned, shows his forehead and asks her to hit him, thinking that it strangely comforts him. But when he opens his eyes, he sees his girlfriend moving closer. She asks him to close them again, which he immediately does. Then, instead of a tap, she kisses him on the forehead. After that, Haen asks if he didn't say he had an interview tomorrow, and that is why she will be gentle so she doesn't hurt him. But she adds that if he gets distracted again, next time she will use all her strength. She asks if he understands. The young man replies yes, and immediately says he will only look at her. A silence settles in the air until Haen says, "That's fine," stepping back slightly and making her boyfriend smile. Later that night, Yoon Ina is waiting for someone, and when that person arrives, she greets her immediately. It is Aryun, who enters the room and asks if they are filming the music video there. Yoon Ina replies that they are not. The place is only for meetings and test shoots, and it is a studio lent by a friend. She adds that once the concept is finalized and the schedule is set, they will film somewhere else. She then asks what motivated her to come and admits that honestly, when she learned she was not an actress, she thought she would not contact her. The blonde replies that she simply thought she should at least know what kind of video they are planning to make, and that depending on the meeting and the concept, she might not participate. She also confesses that she became curious and wants to know what kind of band Long Afternoon is. The director replies that she understands why she felt intrigued by that group. She admits, with a hint of admiration, that their music is great, and asks if it doesn't make her want to give it a try. The blonde answers that it's not exactly that, stating that, to her, they seemed quite shameless. Yoon Ina is confused and questions that idea. Then the young woman explains that she looked into that indie band a bit and wonders if they're really still active without showing their faces. That's why they seem shameless to her, since artists, actors, directors, and singers risk their names and image, dedicating their lives to their work. The director grows thoughtful, but then reflects that nowadays there are many artists who work without showing their faces. However, Aryan clarifies that it was a joke. She states that the group's songs are good and explains that, although she doesn't usually listen to indie music, those songs really match her style. That puts the director at ease and makes her happy, while her guest adds that the song they did with Seong Hyunjae was amazing. Yoon Ina bursts with excitement, asking if that's not true and saying it's incredible. She comments that she doesn't understand why they aren't more famous, although lately they've gained some recognition thanks to that collaboration. Then she asks if she has already listened to In the Rising Tide, assuring that it's very good and that it will be the song they'll work with for the music video. The blonde replies that she hasn't listened to it on purpose, since if she's going to film the video, she thought it would be better to hear it directly during the shoot. The director understands and immediately says that she really likes movies. Still, they first need to talk about the fee. She explains that this time she secured funding for the production, so she set a fairly generous budget. But before starting, Aryan stops her and asks if they could begin with a test shoot. She is honest. She doesn't care how much she'll be paid. She's not a professional actress and also has another job. But if a video of her doing poorly starts circulating, she thinks she would be genuinely traumatized. The director replies that she understands, since in the end the video will remain forever. So she agrees to do some test shots first. She asks her to sit down, since the camera and lighting are ready, and that they'll begin immediately. The blonde positions herself and wonders whether she should sit naturally or strike a pose. Yoon Ina tells her it's fine however she wants, not to worry about the camera and to just look at her fist as if it were the center. She turns off the lights and informs her that she'll play music similar to In the Rising Tide, and that she can listen calmly until she calls cut. She can even move her head if she wants. The recording begins. As the projector's light reflects on her, the director watches closely. She thinks that she has filmed many times, and that's why she knew it immediately when she saw her. If she manages to capture her on video, she knows exactly what feeling it will convey. It's not a matter of whether she is pretty or if she looks good on camera, as if she had an innate shadow. A face that makes you want to frame it, even if she herself feels like an ordinary person. Meanwhile, the young woman remains still. She wonders what she's really doing, feeling like she's exaggerating and acting things she doesn't even feel. After all, her relationship with Yoon has nothing to do with that group, and it's not like doing this could change the way she thinks. She questions whether all of this is just her stubbornness, a petty way of trying to get in between them. She admits to herself that she's being pathetic. She can't even let go of something that doesn't work, and yet she keeps clinging to it. At that moment, tears begin to fall. Yoon Ina watches her in astonishment. The blonde apologizes, wiping her face, and the director tells her it's fine. But she wonders whether that was acting or real tears. She's not sure, though she admits it wasn't bad. The young woman tries to compose herself and asks if they should record more. The director replies no, that it's already enough. She asks if she wants to see what they recorded. Arayan asks if she can see it right away, and the director confirms it's on the laptop. After watching the video, the young woman says it's incredible, that it's the first time she has seen herself like that. The director tells her that at first it's uncomfortable, but then you get used to it. The blonde keeps watching, thoughtful. Yoon Ina asks if she didn't like it, but she denies it. She says she thinks she blinked too much and that next time she'll be careful. The director observes her for a few seconds and asks if her full name is Aryan Han. The young woman confirms, and she is immediately invited to grab a drink. She suggests talking about work over a beer, since they need to define the concept and finalize the schedule. She adds that it would be perfect to do it while smoking, but she's thinking of quitting that habit. The blonde remembers when she was told that candy helps to quit smoking, along with a brief memory of her friend. She accepts the proposal, saying it's fine, especially since the day is hot. She jokes, asking if she'll treat her, but the director replies no, that everyone pays for themselves. The young woman responds that she spoke as if she would invite, and Yoon Ina justifies herself saying she's poor, that as a video editor she doesn't earn much. Later that night, Yeun says goodbye to his boss and, as he walks, comments that it's very hot. He reflects that he has already finished applying for summer internships, so now he has to prepare for the second half of the year while waiting for the results. He believes the interview went well. He didn't make mistakes and didn't get nervous. After so much practice, he's already used to it. Even so, he wonders why he ended up next to a candidate with such a strong profile, someone who even studied abroad. He curses that, thinking that if he went overseas, he should work there. But then he acknowledges that that guy also works hard. Still, he can't help but wonder why his own effort seems so ordinary. When he arrives at the station, someone calls him. It's his girlfriend, who immediately asks how the interview went. Seeing her, he replies that it went very well, that he thinks he impressed everyone. He sits next to her and asks about her outfit today and where she's coming from. Hyein answers that it was her grandmother's birthday, and they had a family gathering in the evening. She explains that her grandmother doesn't like anything unusual, so she dressed formally on purpose. Even her uncle wore a nice shirt he normally wouldn't. The young man comments that he didn't know she cared about those things. She replies that she simply doesn't want to be scolded for making music, so she prefers to dress conservatively. Otherwise, if she wore something comfortable, she'd seem like someone who doesn't know how to behave. He says interviews are the same. They always say you can dress comfortably, but when you get there, everyone is in suits. Curious, she asks if that's true, if she can't go in sportswear. He replies no, because it would look like she's rebelling for no reason. That makes Hyein laugh, saying that all interviewers are like her grandmother. Then she looks at him closely. Yeun asks what's wrong, and she replies nothing, just that, the way they are today, it feels like a special day. He agrees, saying they've never looked so dressed up. His girlfriend confirms she doesn't usually dress like this. She asks if she can take a picture as a memory, and he agrees. After the photo, Yeun laughs a little, saying it really looks like an important day. Hyein agrees again. Even so, he comments that it was actually just an ordinary day in which he only had an interview. She looks at him, smiles, and suggests going on a date, saying that way the day would truly become special. He thinks about it for a moment and says he's a bit tired, but his girlfriend says then he should rest. But he changes his mind and suggests going on the date right now. He asks where they'll go, and she replies that she knows a nearby bar. Both get excited and decide to go together right away. Already at the bar, Hain returned to the table with 2 drinks and raised a toast to her boyfriend with a cheerful cheers. Seeing that, Yeun asked if that was tequila since he thought she had gone to the bathroom. The girl replied that she heard someone order one and suddenly felt like trying it too. Then, she asked him if he had ever heard of a bar crawl. The young man questioned what that was. So his girlfriend explained that it meant not staying in one place all night, but going from bar to bar instead. Basically, it was like a small alcoholic pilgrimage where you tried different places and drinks. She added that it originally started in the United Kingdom, but that people in Korea also did it sometimes as an event. Because of that, she asked if he wanted to do it that night. She commented that she had wanted to try it for a long time, but she could not do it alone since she had no one to take care of her. Yeon answered yes and said he saw no reason not to. He also declared that he would be the one protecting her that night. But his girlfriend laughed and commented that his declaration gave her chills. That left the young man confused, although Hyein clarified that it was nothing bad and that she loved the idea. So she picked up her tequila and then commented that maybe he would be the one in danger that night. That left the young man speechless, making him drink his shot immediately. Afterward, he replied that he highly doubted it, since, as she could see, he was a true gentleman that night. That made his girlfriend laugh even more and ask why he was so funny today. Even so, Yeon replied that the tequila was very strong and that it was burning his throat. Hyein answered that it was true, saying it had hit her hard too as soon as she drank it. Then he asked where they would go next once they finished, and his girlfriend stayed thoughtful for a moment. For the next scene, she was already drinking another beverage. Yeun was too, and declared that the cocktail was good. Curious, his girlfriend asked what it tasted like, and the young man replied that it was like orange juice with a touch of alcohol. He asked if she wanted to try some, and Haein answered yes, which she immediately did, all under Yeun's attentive gaze. Then she asked what that drink was called, and her boyfriend replied that it was a tequila sunrise. That left Hyein impressed, who quickly commented that hers was a Long Island iced tea. She questioned whether he did not think cocktail names were a little strange. She stated that some were named after their color, but others made you wonder where the name came from. Yeun replied that maybe some were named after what inspired them. His girlfriend asked what had inspired them. He answered that maybe it was something they saw when creating it. She asked if it was like band names, and her boyfriend confirmed that it was. Haein laughed and commented that now that she thought about it, there were also a lot of strange band names. She gave examples like My Cousin's Barbershop or Mixed Club of Sausages and Stink Bugs. Intrigued, Yoon asked if she did not think the name Queen was almost too simple. His girlfriend replied that apparently, for the British, it sounded meaningful. But for them, it did not carry the same feeling, even though they were a legendary band. The young man took another sip of his drink and then called out to her, asking why she thought they chose the name Long Afternoon. He explained that he knew it meant a long afternoon and that it made him think a little of summer. That left his girlfriend thoughtful, who after staring at her drink replied that he was right. She added that Long Afternoon was actually the name of a station. Yoon stared at her and then asked if she already knew that. Han replied that it was not like she knew, but actually, before finishing the sentence, they heard the loud sound of a car horn. Seeing that, Yoon declared that it had scared him and questioned why someone would try to make an illegal turn there. But his girlfriend remained thoughtful. She quickly stood up and asked that they leave, since they had to go to the next bar. She pointed out that there were still many places left to visit. That made Yoon happy, and he shouted that now they were going for more. Then he asked if she knew there were some cocktails with risque names. Hain asked if he meant sex on the beach. Realizing that she knew it, he questioned how she remembered those things, and Hain replied that she had looked it up to check if that was really the name, which made Yoon declare that was perverted. As they were arriving at another bar, Hain commented that she would now see what they would try next. But just before entering, the girl saw someone she knew, immediately calling out to Jiwon.
ちょっとありがとうすごくありがとうありがとうありがとうありがとうありがとうありがとうありがとうありがとうね